We are here for F1 testing, the last and final day. We call this the glory hour, right? Why do we call it? It's got nothing to do with any holes, right? No. It's got to do with the hour. Because in this last hour, everybody wants to go and do very good laps. Well, I mean, not everybody. Not everybody. Most of them are going to try and do some better laps, trying to put a little bit fuel out of the car and try and put some good laps in. Now, we have the timing on the left-hand side, which is live, so you'll be able to see when any of the cars are out on track or when they're doing laps. So, yeah, they're going to try and do like some quali runs and stuff. So we'll kind of have an idea, finally, after all of testing, of how quick all the cars are, right? So, at the moment, Charles Leclerc has done the quickest lap time. He has done a 1:30.3. Then we got Verstappen 2 or 4 tenths behind in P2. Obviously, you can see the difference in tires. Charles Leclerc did it on C5 tires, which is the softest tire that you have at this track. And Verstappen did it on the C3s. Now, I think there's probably like maybe a second in between those tires. I don't even think we have seen the actual qualifications lap and stuff. But yeah, we'll see that most likely in the last 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe starting now as well, because we saw Charles Leclerc going for some quicker lap times earlier as well. But yeah, actually, he just goes into the pits. He just went into the pits. As I talk about Charles Leclerc, he goes into the pits. We got a few cars on track. We got Piastri, Alonso, Hülkenberg. That's it. Oh no, we got Joe as well. But Joe is doing some long runs right now. He's on a 5.8 second slower lap time at the moment. What's good, you absolute legend? How doing? Welcome. Kangas Roo coming in with the gifted sub to King Z. Thank you so much, Kangas Roo. I really appreciate it, man. Absolute legendary. Yeah, so for those of you who are wondering, Tom, where were you last week? I was on vacation. I know, Tom's always on vacation. Yeah, I know. Okay, look. I did 2 vacations, and those were the first 2 vacations. Actual vacations. Look, for me, working and traveling is also vacation, really, but it's still work. Okay, this was like actual vacation, in a decent time. So yeah, it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Also, something arrived just now, guys. What do you think arrived? I teased it earlier. Something to do with F1. What has just arrived here at home?
F1
what has just arrived?
baby.
What do you think has just arrived in my home today? What did I order? I ordered something to do with F1. Josh Marin coming in with a 5-month resub as well at tier 1. F1 testing, baby. Yes. Right here. More hats, a bald cap. Last year's Ferrari F1 car. Merge, Alpine merge. Does it have 69? A hat. All right, you want to see it, guys? Number 1 in the chat. Put a number 1 in the chat if you want to see what just came in. I can guarantee you, nobody has this yet. Maybe soon, but nobody has this. I ordered it like 2 weeks ago when I was in San Francisco, and it literally just arrived today. All right, I'll show it. Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, wait, let me go. All right, here we go. Wait. Here we go. Yeah! Yeah, huge! Yes! Huge! I'll be wearing this in Bahrain for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Look! Yes! Wowee! That's crazy. Look at that. Honestly, I love it, man. I just fitted it. It fits amazingly. I'm gonna wear this tomorrow during the creator series. I'm not gonna wear it today. Look how beautiful that is. I wanted to take it to the vacation so I could chill at the pool with this shirt on, but that didn't really work out. Anyway, W shirt. It's even better than I thought it would be, actually. Yeah, honestly, I think this is one of the best merchandise of any team in 2024. Any others that could come close? I don't know. But yeah, it's sick. But yeah, so guys, we are here in F1 testing. Obviously, that's what we're going to be talking about, right? Obviously. Last hour is the most fun one. Currently, Charles Leclerc is doing some... I don't know if he's still doing some really quick laps. I think Tsunoda's actually on a quicker lap right now. 9/10 off of Charles Leclerc's lap. He would be going for like a 1.2 seconds off, which would be like a 1:31.5. Don't think that's really a qualifying lap, but he's currently green in Sector 1 and Sector 2. Getting to the end of his lap. Let's see what he's going to do right here. 1.077, a P6. Ooh la la. Not gonna lie, guys. Looking at the times, I'm not super, excited for Alpine's performance this season. But the thing is, you never know what all the teams are doing in terms of performance, right? You don't know if they're going for the actual runs yet. I think most of the teams are not showing their hand whatsoever. Ferrari in the past have kind of shown that they like to show more than other teams. They like to go for like those glory runs at the end. So that's going to be very excited to see if they can still improve more on the time that they have at the moment, which was a 1:30.3. They should be, right? What was the qualifying lap last year? Let me see. Does anybody know? What was the qualifying lap last year? The qualifying lap last year. Ooh. Guys, should I put the total amount of laps on the screen as well? Maybe I should do that. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can put the total amount of laps. Okay. Oh, there you go. Even better. Perfect. Now you have the third. It fits perfectly. Oh my goodness. That's beautiful. But yeah, warm welcome if you're joining in right now. You're watching the last hour of Bahrain preseason testing. Obviously, I cannot show the footage. Most I can show is the live timing. With a big thanks to Multiviewer, because they have made a really cool platform which I can easily show it. Anyone can download Multiviewer as well. It's completely free. If you have F1 TV, you can just tie your account to it, and then you can have all this information, even more. You can do so much with it. I'm gonna delve more into it. I can show more stuff, but I don't think I can show a track map. Like, you can, a lot of the stuff is copyrighted, but the live timing should be fine. You can find it everywhere online as well. So anything that's available to the public is fine to show. But we are currently 55 minutes in here. We have done, or at least today was an 8-hour session, I believe, or maybe 9. Because yesterday there was an issue with the potholes. Once again, flipping potholes on the track. Which was, not something I expected at Bahrain. But for anybody who did not, who missed it, there was an insane amount of rain in Bahrain in Formula 2. Let me see if I can have if I can pull up a picture on my phone. Because there was an insane amount of rain just a week before in Formula 2, which it was crazy. Like, I've never seen as much rain. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. What the flip is this? In Bahrain! That's not smoke, by the way. That's rain, okay? That's flipping rain. And this? What the flip is this? Oh my god! So imagine if me and Ben go to Bahrain, right? Which, for those of you who don't know, I'll be going to the first race of the season. I'm super, super excited. I've never gone to the first race of the season. Imagine if it rains. And we're just flipping soaked wet. Soakedly wet over there. Ooh, Albon goes wide. Jeez. Albon currently on a quicker lap. I think he's aiming... Oh, yeah, it's 1.7 seconds off of Charles Leclerc. And a C3 tire as well. Which is the same tire, basically, as everybody except for Hamilton, Leclerc, and Ricciardo has only been doing laps on the C1. And I heard that from Pirelli earlier. They did like a little bit of an interview. Alpine also has only been going on the C1s. You can see their fastest lap time at the moment on C3, which is the mediums, basically. C1s is like the hards. It's the hardest tire you have. But Alpine has been focusing on the C1 today, so that's why they're like all the way down. But I'm excited to see, man, these last few laps. Let's see if anybody really opens up the engine, you know, uses the brand new tires as well, see what they can do, pull out the fuel, and see who's quickest. Guys, before we do anything, actually, before we do that, I want to see. You guys said 29.7 was the qualifying lap last year. If 29.7 was the qualifying lap last year, and we're off to a 130.3 right here already in testing, that's nuts. That's nuts. We're so close. Almost qualifying times. I feel like the cars are about 5. How much quicker do you think the F1 cars are compared to last year? I would love to know. What do you think? I would love to know. What's good, you absolute legend? How you doing? Wagga wagga wagga. I'm Z80 Guru.
You absolute legend. How was the vacation?
The vacation was very boring, but very chill. I mean, define boring, right? I didn't really post a lot because I'd literally just shut off from the world. I think I literally posted 2 stories on Instagram and that was it. But yeah, I needed some time to just chill, not do anything, not even think about anything. And that's exactly what I did. It was a very chill vacation. It was just a sun vacation, chilling on the beach, or sort of in the hotel, resort kind of thing. But yeah, I'm refreshed. I'm super stoked to get back into it, guys. There's gonna be a lot of content. Next 5 days. Next 5 days we're live. Today, tomorrow, the day after, the day after, the day after, and then I'm going to Bahrain for a few days. I'm going to be live there too. Going to do a lot of shorts content in the meantime. Also in Bahrain, so you can see stuff on Instagram, all that stuff. So that should be pretty cool. And then once I'm back from that, it'll be full push. We're going to get into the F1 driver career, of course. Very soon into the 2024 career. And of course, F1 25 is getting close. 25. F1 34 is getting close as well. So yeah, it'll be a very awesome next couple of months. I'm looking forward to it. You guys saying 6 tenths, probably 5 tenths, between 5 tenths and a second. You guys are saying 0.6 to 0.7 tenths, 5 tenths. Fair enough. Yeah, I think honestly 5 tenths as well. I think the new F1 cars are about 5 tenths quicker. I think a second maybe is pushing it a little bit, but they should maybe be about 5 tenths quicker than last season. So yeah. Ooh, the Alpine in the pit wasn't a particularly quick one. I do like the wheel covers on the Alpine car. That's sick. The pink ones. And did you guys see, by the way? Did you guys see? So Alpine have changed the front wing in terms of the color. Because, well, I don't know why, but they made more color on the front wing. I don't know if you've seen it, but check it out. It's gonna be on all over. Well, maybe I can show you. It's gonna be all over social media. But there's basically more color now on the Alpine wing. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, there you go. You see? It now has more blue right here. And that used to be black. But it's great to have you here. For those of you who are joining in right now, you're joining into F1 testing day 3. As I got back from vacation, literally tonight at 2 a.m. I was back home 2 a.m. So I made sure to sleep in to get some energy back. And we're doing 1 hour of watching F1 testing while we basically debrief and see who is going to be the best team in 2024, right? That's what we're going to be talking about and what we're going to see. We have the live timing over here, but if you want to watch along and have the actual screen up from the testing, you can do so as well, obviously on F1 testing or F1 TV or whatever, Sky Sport, whatever, right? Because this is basically the most exciting part of F1 testing. The last 48 minutes is the time to watch F1 testing. I've watched kind of on and off when I was on vacation. So I watched like an hour and then I didn't watch the next 2 hours. You don't have to, like, I feel like it's you know, it's very hard to watch the entirety of testing from start to finish. Let me know though, guys. Put a number 1 in the chat if you have watched F1 testing from start to finish. Number 2 if you've watched on and off. Number 3 if you have not watched anything whatsoever. But it's fine as well. You know, it's fine as well. For me, F1 testing is, you know, part of the start of the season. Don't have to watch it all, you know. Even if you're the biggest F1 fan, I feel like it's, you know, it's pretty long always. But there's a lot of very interesting things to take away from testing. Now, some of the things I literally just watched, I finished watching the F1 Tech Talk video that F1 TV has put up, kind of analyzing the car. So I know a little bit more about that as well, which is cool. And what is really funny is that this season, Mercedes basically have gone with, well, they've gone completely away from what their concept was in 2023. And Red Bull completely went away from their concept, and they went to kind of Mercedes' concept. A lot of people are saying, oh yeah, they completely went for Mercedes' concept, but it's completely different, right? But they went with the inspiration and kind of the concept. They haven't copied it, but they went with the concept of it. I think there is an option, I believe there's an option for Red Bull. That's what they talked about in the tech talk, to go and use 0 side pods as well. So at the moment, you can see that they have a very minor like intake in the side pods on the side of the car, but then also on the top. Kind of the, you know, the what do they call it again? The envelope thingy, where you can only put envelopes in. So really, really tiny, really, really small. But yeah, they could potentially get rid of the whole side pod there, make it a lot smaller, and then go to the kind of 0 side pod concept, but that's not what they have at the moment. What they do have is that huge, bulky rear end of the car, which, I don't know if you've seen it, but right behind the halo, they've got a big opening on both sides, which basically is like a cooling or like an extra side pod. It's crazy. I did not know that was possible, and I don't understand how not a single other team has tried that out. Especially Mercedes, because Mercedes had almost the entirety of the same rear end, or like kind of the engine cover that Red Bull has now. It's crazy. But it's really cool to see how they kind of have revolutionized. But if you look at all the cars at a first glance, which car looks the most different from last year? Let me know in the chat, guys. Which car looks the most different from last year? And when I kind of have my answer ready, you know, I kind of get surprised by that, because they were not the team that had to kind of change the most, you know. In my opinion, just looking at the car, the Red Bull looks the most different from last year, right? Just from the outside, just looking at it at the first glance. But that's pretty scary. That's really scary, because they probably had to change the least, right? Because they were already winning by a lot. So, yeah, in terms of technical terms. Look, yeah, of course. In terms of livery, it's the kick, right? It's the kick car. Which, in my opinion, is a very cool livery. But I don't think I have the same opinion as a lot of other people. Stock 2K in the meantime, coming in with the 8-month resub. Thank you so much, Stock 2K. I really appreciate it, man. And yes, I am finally back. I'm excited. Thank you so much for the warm welcome back. All of you, man. I open up the stream. I started straight away. I feel the love. It's amazing. Mediocre, as well as Toffa Peer. Boom! Thank you for the follow as well. What's up? Welcome in. If you haven't hit that follow button, by the way, make sure you do so. This year, we are going to be doing a lot more cool stuff around the real life F1 season. So if you're watching the F1 game streams, you're also interested in F1. Maybe not. But if you're not, I will make you interested. This year, we're going to be doing a lot more shows around debriefing and looking forward to the actual races. So what I'm going to be planning on doing is after every race, we're going to have a debrief of that particular race, talking about what's happened, kind of doing a quiz around it as well, which we've done in the past. It was really fun. Short, fun quiz. And then also looking forward to the next race and kind of predicting what's going to be happening there. And that will be happening this year. Starting off with this one, which is a rather simple one, but I'm looking to do a little bit more preparation for the future ones. where we kind of talk about everything that happens in F1. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we also this season have another F1's fantasy competition, which is really cool. Ooh, something's happened just now. The Alpine lost some bodywork, I believe. Uh-oh. What was that? Wait, was that the wheel cover? I think it was a wheel cover. It looks like Pierre Gasly has lost a little bit of the car. Wait, yeah, he has. It was the front right wheel cover that lost a piece of it. Yep, and he goes into the pits. Well, that's not very encouraging. I don't know what happened there. But he just lost it on the straight, I believe. But yeah, F1 Fantasy is back. Make sure you join it. So we've got a whole community on Discord. If you haven't yet joined the Discord, make sure you do it. Links in the Twitch chat or in the YouTube description. Make sure you go and join it. Over there, there's a section called F1 Fantasy. You can join the F1 Fantasy League that I have made already. But basically, F1 Fantasy will be a part of those debrief and preview streams as well. So it's very easy. You make a team at the start of the season, right? Make a team, and based on how good your drivers do with the budget that you get from the little mini game, the more points you get, right? So you just gotta get some points, and every single race you can remake your team if you want, but you can also keep the same team at the start of the season all the way to the end. So you don't need to do a lot, but if you want to, you can. For every single race we can. And it's a little competition with the community, which will be really cool. I'm looking to see if I can get some cool prizes to add to that championship as well. But it will be a returning feature in the debrief shows as well. Yeah, you can watch on F1 TV or on any TV thingy that that you have in your country. Joe just went quicker, by the way, 1.4 seconds off. He is now on a 130.7 or 8. No, 131 or 131.8. I mean, so yeah, not particularly amazing yet, but we haven't really seen those glory runs yet. Yeah, Alpine's car just fell apart. I saw it as well. Well, not really. It was only the wheel cover. It's not a big deal, really. But yeah, you don't really want a wheel cover to fall off the car. But yeah, I did see that just now, where Gasly's car had to go back into the pits. He had to go back into the pits. How's it going? I'm doing amazing. I'm really I'm revitalized. Genuinely, I am so hyped to get back into it and do a lot more shows. I'm very excited. I hope you are too, because you're gonna get bombarded with content. All right, it's gonna happen, especially with the season start as well. Seeing all the cars back out on track, it's awesome, man. It's so awesome. I'm so hyped to get back into it. Next year, if I do take a vacation around this time again, I will do it a little bit earlier. I'll do it around January, because I feel like I've missed a little bit of, content with the release of the cars and also with F1 testing. But next year, I'll take a vacation earlier. Oh, yellow flag! What's happened? Ooh, it was a Ferrari. It was a Ferrari, or at least it was where the Ferrari was at that moment. There's a green flag again. Yeah. Track's clear again. Well, we'll see it in a bit, I think, what happened. But guys, I want to know in the chat right now, who do you think is the quickest team in 2024? That's what this show is about today. Of course, watching the last hour of testing, or not even, maybe you're not watching, maybe you're just checking out the live timing while we chat about it. But yeah, we are debriefing, analyzing what's happened so far in testing. Who will be the fastest team in 2024? Honestly, after the very first day of testing, I could almost already see who was the quickest. Because I never really see a lot of teams laughing during F1 testing. I always see them kind of... Well, you can see them laughing, but not after they've just put a lap time in. That was very quick. So basically what happened was Max's engineer, when Max put a lap time in at the start of testing, first day, which was really quick, he got P1 with, I think, the medium tires. Oh, the Marshall went running. Oh, that was a part of the Gasly's car that was on the ground at the moment. So yeah, he picked up the wheel cover. Okay, so the track is clear again. But yeah, so basically Max Verstappen put a really good lap time in, and his engineers were laughing, like genuinely, like a smirk, you know, like that's quick, you know what I mean? Like when they do that, I think, especially knowing after Red Bull was so quick last season, you can't just go back and downhill that quickly. And they're not going to be laughing like that if they go back downhill that quickly. So I think Red Bull will be very strong. I also think Ferrari will be pretty strong this season. I've read some things on the internet where Ferrari was really, really optimistic. Oh my goodness. Russell is attacking the track right now. The rear of the car was... he almost lost it twice going through the corner. But yeah, Ferrari looks very optimistic because their tire wear problems that they had last year. Remember, last year they were super quick in qualifying. They were able to out-qualify Red Bull in many of the races, right? I think maybe like 4 or 5 races, something like that. They really fell down in the races itself, right? Qualifying was good. The race was very bad in terms of qualifying. They were not able to keep up after 20 laps. Just look at Charles Leclerc in Las Vegas. He was amazingly quick, and then he just couldn't keep up. Verstappen just drove past. But this year, they feel like they have completely resolved the tire wear, so they'll be way more consistent in the races. And looking at the progress they have in, qualifying pace and also race pace, it seems like they are competition at least, right? So that's the biggest thing we're all not wanting to make, wanting to happen, is that Red Bull is going to drive away with it. So it looks like Ferrari is there. Who else is there though? Is McLaren there? You think McLaren is second fastest? If we can do a top 3 right here, what do you think? I'm saying Red Bull, Ferrari, McLaren. What do you think? What do you think? We could also see RB, right? Toro Rosso in the top 3, which would be a bit controversial, but if RB is in the top 3, then I think a lot of people will look at the rules and be like, you are not allowed to give out as many parts anymore to your sister team. Right? You guys saying Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes? Mercedes. We haven't seen too much yet of Mercedes. However, Russell just put in a fourth fastest lap time, 5/10 off. Doesn't mean too much yet. I don't think it was a qualifying simulation run yet. But looking at how close they are compared to last year's pole position, which was a 129.7 according to you guys earlier, that's pretty close. 6/10 off at the moment. Charles Leclerc is from pole position in the Bahrain Grand Prix 2023. There's plenty of time to be gained still. I believe there's over a second still to be gained. If you completely turn up the car, engine, everything, qualifying mode, fuel out of the car as well, I think there's more than a second in it still. But everybody's like that. So I think it's going to get closer and closer right now. I don't think we've seen a field that has been this close yet in F1 testing. As looking at like of the whole F1 testing right here, right? This week. I think it's well, let's disregard Ricciardo and Bottas, or maybe not Bottas. 3.2 seconds. It's been way bigger, all the gaps. So as you can see, they're all doing a little bit more quicker runs right now as well. Not all race runs anymore, especially at this time of the day. It's getting dark as well, so this is the optimal conditions to do a better run. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to be able to do here. Red Bull, Ferrari, and then Alonso. Yeah, honestly, guys, we haven't seen too much yet either of Aston Martin. However, there's a lot of encouraging signs. I've read a couple of articles on Twitter, and apparently Aston Martin is also very, very confident with their car this season. Everything is correlating with the wind tunnel, the wind tunnel in the winter. So yeah, I feel like Alonso looks happy as well. I think Aston Martin will be very close too. It's just, the question is just, how far away is Red Bull from everybody else? That's the question. Or are they not even P1? I mean, I would be surprised if they're not the fastest car, Red Bull. I would be surprised. But you never know, right? You never know. You never know. Last year's fastest testing lap was a 130.3, so they haven't hit that level yet. No, they're very close. They are 17 thousandths off right now. And they haven't even done Normally they do those fastest laps in the last 10-15 minutes. So we can see them happening right now. Piastri is on the hard tires now, so that would be C5? Or no, C1 or C2 maybe. So I don't think he'll be going for an amazing lap necessarily. We got Alonso out on track, we got Tsunoda out on track. Tsunoda right now in P3, by the way, 0.5 of a second to P1. And only half a tenth away from Verstappen. We saw the same thing last year though, was it 2 years ago? Tsunoda put the fastest lap in testing, so I mean, doesn't really mean a lot. What I do think is that the RB is a lot quicker this season. As in the Toro Rosso, right? The RB. With Tsunoda and Ricciardo. I think they can fight for decent positions. Not podiums necessarily. But it looks like they have kind of followed the Red Bull concept from last season. Kind of built on it. They should be pretty quick. And looking at the race runs they did as well, I saw that on Twitter too. I saw that pass by. Apparently they did very strong race runs in testing so far today. With Ricciardo, you can see Ricciardo is in P19 right now. That doesn't mean that he's slow. Actually, people were scared of his race pace today because he has just been doing race runs. And apparently Ricciardo's race runs were looking very good as well. Obviously Alpine, right, have already... Alpine, by the way, if you haven't seen it, if you just joined in. Hello! Hello! Look at that. Hello! We got it in the mail today. Look at that. The brand new shirt. Tom69. Look at that. Hello. Alpine were saying that they went for a completely different concept and they are going to start out the season not amazingly quick, but they've got an insanely aggressive development program this season. So yeah, I guess maybe a little bit like McLaren last year. However, McLaren last year was having a lot of problems in testing, and the word was that Alpine had basically a perfect testing right here. That's beautiful. It is, right? I'm so excited to wear it. I'm going to wear it tomorrow. Obviously, you're not going to be able to see the back, but maybe I'll turn around. Tomorrow, we got the Creator Series, for those of you who don't know. 100% league race around a mystery track tomorrow. It will be my comeback. And hopefully, we can come back hard, because we're P10 at the championship at the moment in the Creator Series. Where's the suntan? What do you mean, where's the suntan? Right here, bro. Guys, am I not a little bit suntanned? Like a little bit, just like a little bit, right? I hope so. I didn't go there for suntan though. I went there for chillaxing, and I chillaxed to the max. Okay. Alexander Albon at the moment in P8, 1.1 seconds off. He is currently on the soft tires as well. I don't know if he's actually on a quick lap at the moment. It does look like it. Personal best. First sector. Yep. Oh, he's using the slipstream from the Mercedes of Russell. Oh la la. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Yeah, you can see on the timing screen as well. It is Albon only on the softer compound right now. Last 30 minutes. Now it's time. Now it's time for those glory runs. Come on. Give it to me! Come on! Albon over the line. DRS opens up. Boom. Ooh, he didn't even open up the DRS. Oh, he did. P5. It's okay. It's okay. Not amazing, but... You're expecting something from Sauber? I don't know. The thing is, there's so many expectations. I feel like every single team thinks that they're good. Except for Alpine and Haas. Every other team thinks that they've made a good car to start off the season with, right? Both Alpine and Haas have said, we're gonna come into the season, but for Alpine, that means different than Haas. Haas means that they're probably at the back. Alpine means that they're going to be somewhere in the midfield. But yeah, Honestly, from what I've seen, other than Red Bull clearing the grid, I'm expecting a very tight season by the middle of the season. Yeah, I think so as well. The thing is I just hope one team can compete with Red Bull, right? We can have as close of a battle in the middle of the field, but we need one team to challenge. And I think that one team, if there's one team that can challenge Red Bull this season, it's going to be Ferrari. I think so. I really think so. But maybe I'm underestimating Mercedes or McLaren or Aston, maybe. But I feel like Aston is not going to be able to challenge Red Bull throughout the season. We've seen it plenty of times already. Aston Martin, at the end of the season, they just drop down. They don't have the development capacity to kind of keep up throughout the season, the whole season. Right? And then they, for some weird reason, come back towards the end of the season. They completely lose the development kind of trajectory throughout the season in the middle part. And then at the end of the season, they come back hard. Just like last year. And the year before, they did the exact same. It's really weird. I don't know how they do that, but yeah, it's weird. Yeah, and Ferrari is just consistent throughout the season. I feel like Ferrari doesn't do enough upgrades, but they kind of, they stay quick the entirety of the season. Last season, they came back a little bit towards the end of the season as well, but I think that's also because Red Bull didn't really do a lot of upgrades last season. They prepare for this season, and we can see why now Red Bull did not do a lot of upgrades last season, because they were preparing this flipping beast. What the flip is this? All right, I think Charles Leclerc's on the lap, ladies and gents. He's on the C2 tires at the moment. Nah, I think doesn't look like a quick one. He locked up the tires, I think, as well in turn 1. Ferrari have really focused on their tire wear these couple of days. Yeah, so that's the best thing, really. Ferrari was quick last season. I think Ferrari was able to fight for the championship in terms of pure pace over one lap. But they did not have the car to challenge over a whole race. Especially tire wear. Because if they can do it over one lap, they can do it over an entirety of the race. But they didn't have the tire wear. If they fix the tire wear, they got a good car. They got a good car. They got a decent car. Yeah, of course. Fighting for a championship is going to be different. And we've seen it plenty of times already. Ferrari was in championship fights. They couldn't quite do it. But I just want a challenge. And I'm scared. We will not have a challenge again this season for the championship. But what I do believe is that the midfield is going to be insanely close. Closer than we've ever seen. I feel like Kick Sauber has made a big leap. I feel like RB has made a huge leap. I think Haas has made a decent leap. Mercedes, Aston Martin is going to be quick. Williams is going to be, I think, lower midfield still. Together with Alpine. And Sauber. McLaren could do amazing, but I haven't really heard a lot about that. Aston, we haven't seen enough yet, but they are very confident, so it's interesting. Midfield battles will be better to watch than anything at the top. Oh, 100%. Then I 100% agree. It was the same last year. It will probably be the same this season too, but we never know. A championship fight is always very exciting to have alongside those midfield battles. But if we don't have a championship fight, then I'm very excited for the midfield battles, 100%. Hello, Tom! Man, I watch you since a very long time, relatively. However, the stream camera does not reveal your true size. What? What do you mean? What do you mean? You mean I'm fat? What is this? I watched the F1 trial video and I was shocked. Oh, you mean like... You mean like how tall I am? I am tall. I'm 6'2". I am 6'2", ladies and gents. I think he called you fat. Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Imagine an IRL intermediate championship. Yeah, well, that's basically them driving on the C1s. Right? It's basically them driving on the C1s. Oh, yes, and Formula 2 starts as well. So we have Formula 2 with brand new cars that are going to be starting in Bahrain. Formula 3 even starts in Bahrain, which is amazing because I obviously, going to Bahrain. So I'm going to have plenty of racing there, which is great. If you do want to go to a track in 2024, try and go to one of the tracks that has an F2 or F3 support race. So F2 or F3, if they drive at the track you want to go to, that would be amazing, because then you have plenty of entertainment. Otherwise, you just have F1, which is also amazing, right? But if you want to be having the maximum amount of your money, try and go to a race that has F2 and F3 in the weekend as well. The support races, I'm telling you now, they are amazing to watch in real life too, because there's always chaos. Safety cars, all of that. I can almost guarantee you, if you sit at turn 1 at a support race weekend, you will see crashes. You will see crashes, 100%. You know what? I think Ferrari's got something in the binoculars. Something about their engine cover is special. All right, let me see. I mean, this engine cover is very special. We're looking right now at Max Verstappen's engine cover, which obviously has the little intakes for the cooling. But I feel like it does something with airflow as well, because it's basically a whole tube, which is another kind of side pod almost. It has the same side pod effect, which goes down, kind of giving you more downforce. I don't know too much about aerodynamics though, to be honest, but I feel like it gives an advantage as well, looking at it. Ferrari is out on track as well. Let's see when the Ferrari comes out on track. Does it look different? I did see a few pictures of the back of the cars. And looking at all the cars, the Ferrari and the Red Bull are the most slim at the back of the car. So actually Alpine is the widest. The front wing of Alpine is also the widest. They must know something. Or maybe they're going to be making it smaller and smaller as the season goes on. Maybe it's the base of the car, which they did say they're coming out with a base and then building on top of it. But yeah, Red Bull and Ferrari, they are the most slim at the back. So that's interesting. They also look one of the quickest right now. But it's a really weird kind of slim, because they go from big in the middle, like this, right? Like this. Like this. Big in the middle to very slim at the back. And last year, it was more kind of like this with the Red Bull car. Pretty wide. Now it's more like this. The engine cover, I mean, right? So it goes kind of to the middle. Oh, somebody went wide. I think that's Yuki Tsunoda. Yeah, Yuki Tsunoda went wide at one of the hardest corners this whole calendar has. It's crazy. Oh, there we go. The Ferrari car. Yeah, it's super slim. It's super, super slim. The Ferrari engine cover. Let me see if there's anything weird here. Yeah, it is really slim. Were you going to the Bahrain Paddock Club or stands? No, I got a seat in turn 1 together with Ben. I'm gonna try and do my best to see if I can, get into the into some cooler areas like the paddock and stuff. But at the moment, we just bought a ticket for the turn 1 grandstand. It's really hard to get into the paddock nowadays. It's really, really hard. But I'm gonna try and see if I can make some cool content for you guys behind the scenes. Maybe see if I can get close to some drivers and stuff. But yeah, no guarantees. It's like really hard to get stuff like that to work. I did ask Alpine, see if they can get me some access with Ocon or Gasly. Let's see what they say. But yeah, they're also very busy, so let's see what they say. Master Sammy Dog coming in with a 4-year resub at 48 months at tier 1. Thank you so much, Master Sammy Dog. Oh, warm welcome back, ladies and gents. Get those flippin' yos in the chat. Boom! My man, you are now on a different subscriber badge as well, because we got some new subscriber badges on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, right? Look at that. Look at the subscriber badges. It's my face. It's my flipping face. Amazing. I love it. You start on with a darkish black, gray. Then you go to bronze. Then you go to silver, gold. Then you go to green, I believe. A lot of colors. It's cool, huh? Nice. I got a seat in a straight out of turn 2. Ah, sick. Yeah, that's a good place as well. Well, if you see me, if you're at the Bahrain Grand Prix and you see me, say hello. Say, yo, Tom, what's up, sucker? I'll say hi back. Take a picture. And then you can frame it above your bed. And I'll frame it too. No, that's weird. Okay, we will go and see 18 minutes, ladies and gents. We got some more people out on track right now. We got George Russell, currently C4 tires, which is not the fastest set of tires right here. But are they taking C3, C2, and C4? Or are they taking C5, C4, C3? Does anybody know which tire they're taking? Can we expect a real race start at the end of the session? We have seen Hawk in the Park, them doing some race starts, some practice starts at the end of each testing session. So I can imagine that most of the cars want to be out on track to do that kind of simulation race start. So that would be pretty cool. Yeah, make sure you join the F1 Fantasy team if you have not yet. We'll be doing F1 Fantasy all season long. I'll be talking about it a little bit more still, but the league name is Tom, Thomb. You'll be able to find it if you search it up in F1 Fantasy. Also, join the Discord. The link to the F1 Fantasy is in the Discord, in the F1 Fantasy section. And Russell goes to P2. Ay, caramba. Sector 3, 22.5, fastest Sector 3 for Russell. And he is only half a tenth slower than Charles Leclerc, and he's on the C4 tires. They're taking C1, C2, and C3. Aha, interesting. So they're using the C5s. Getting close. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I don't think they're going to go a lot quicker than a 29.7 in that case. Maybe like 5/10 maximum. Because they did a C on the C5 tires. They did a 30.3. That's 6/10 off of the pole position in qualifying. Only 10 minutes until Verstappen destroys everyone's morale. Yep. It's happening. Ah, here we go. We see a lot of people on the C4 tires right now. I think Yuki Tsunoda is out on the soft tire right now. Is that C3s? Yeah, so basically the most representative times right now is going to be on the C3 tire. So anything that's yellow in this little life timing, anything that's yellow, that's going to be the tire that they're going to be using. In, well, not Charles Leclerc. That's the tire he's on right now. That's not the tire he's done his fastest lap time on, right? He's currently on the C3, Charles Leclerc. He didn't do his lap on the C3s. So anything that's on the mediums, that's the time. That's the tire that they're going to be using in real life. Basically. All right, Joe is currently on the lap as well. 121.0 at the moment, coming through the last turn. He's on the C4 though, so that's not the tire that they're going to be using for the real life. Over the line, P3! 3/10 behind of Russell. Oh, I just wonder what's the difference between the fuel levels. Oh, that's a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. They're testing the virtual safety car right now. I wonder if they're going to be testing the safety car too. Surely that's a glory run? I don't know, though. I don't know. Because Tsunoda was as quick, or a tenth slower. Albon was close as well. It was a quick one. But it's not going to be... Once everybody else has done a pretty quick lap, I don't think it's going to be anywhere close. Guys, I have no clue what the pecking order is right now. I have literally zero clue. Oh, and they're using a red flag. They're doing a red flag right now to test the red flags. Red flag. Wait, 14 minutes to go. Everybody's going to go into the pits. And then they have to get back out again. And then the glory runs will most likely really start. Tom, out of all the GPs, how come you chose Bahrain? Because Bahrain is the best country in the world, of course. No, because I've always wanted to go to the first race of the season. And obviously this year, Bahrain is hosting the first race of the season. I used to really want to go to Australia for the first race. But obviously they no longer host the first race. And I was just talking about it for fun, right? With Ben. Yo, we should go to the Bahrain Grand Prix. And he was like, yeah. I was like, okay, well, then let's do it. So, yeah, that's kind of how it started. And I'm happy that Ben was as open to it as I was. All right, we got some pit stops happening right now. There's a red flag on track, so everybody's going to go back into the pits. They will be... Yeah, they will be just chilling in the pits and then they're going to get straight back out. Joe's currently in P3. Honestly, such a vibrant car, man. I love that green, neon green color, man. Such a good color. Oh, and there we go. A lot of drivers are going to go to the back of the pit entry at the moment, or pit exit at the moment, and they're going to get back into it. Verstappen is going to also do a lap. Oh no, he's out of the car. Is he done? Wait, what? Wait, Verstappen has chucked out the steering wheel. Wait, what? No way he's done with... Is he not? Please do a glory run. Actually, no, don't do a glory run. Because then... Oh, bro, he pooped in his pants! He pooped in his pants! Why is it yellow? What the flip is this? He's probably eaten some rotten eggs yesterday. Oh my god. What is this? Bart! Boom! Thank you for the follow as well. What's up? I'm to the family. Good to have you here. Red Bull's testing. Red Bull's testing. When he goes and leaves a shitty, like, what the air is doing. Oh, flow shiz. I like that one. Flow shiz. Max's flow shiz. Oh my goodness, he looks very tired. Or hot. Very hot. Very, very hot. Yeah, bit of flow shiz on his ass. But nothing that Max can't endure. 11 minutes, ladies and gents. What do we think? I want some predictions right here. Who is going to be the fastest driver in F1 testing? Right now, the fastest driver is Charles Leclerc. Who will be the fastest driver right here? And what lap time do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be Charles Leclerc with a 129.6. Yep. Charles Leclerc with a 129.6. Sainz can't be the fastest driver because he's in the pits right now. So only 10 people really can be the fastest driver. You can see them right here. Ricardo's done with driving. Tsunoda, Russell, Leclerc, Joe, Piastri, Alonso, Hülkenberg, and Verstappen. But Verstappen is in the pits. Also Albon. Albon's done a lot of laps today. 121. Come on. Oh, wait. They're doing starts right now. They're doing practice starts. They are doing practice starts. Formula 1 Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix starting in 7 hours. No, 7 days. Oh, that would be... Then it would mean I have to get on the plane right now. 7 days, 22 hours, and 59 minutes. Oh la la, I am excited. Yeah, there's gonna be a race start right here, ladies and gents. Everybody's closing in right now. They're gonna be on their grid slots. Come on, I want to see some crashes. No, I don't want to see. I want to see some overtakes into turn 1. Come on, give me a lunch. Give me a lunch. 14 Lucky Logan. Thank you for the follow as well. What's up? You're joining in right now, ladies and gents, to F1 testing the last 9 minutes. And yeah, we've been live to debrief what's happening in F1 testing and to watch the last hour of F1 testing to see which team is going to be the quickest. We have no clue. We probably will have no clue after these 9 minutes, but we'll find out right now because the 5 red lights are going to go on very soon. And we're going to have Bahrain 0.5 right here. Beep, beep. Ah, false start. Hey! It's the Haas car. Full start. Ay. It's always the Haas's. Flipping hell. They're testing a lot of things right now. If you're wondering, Tom, what the flip's going on here and why are they doing all this? They're testing out virtual safety car. When they click it, does it work? They're testing out the delta times. They're testing out the formation lap. They're testing out a jump start, right? They're not telling, hey, us, please jump start. No, they're just saying, right, line up and then something will happen. Or maybe they're saying, we're going to test the false starts. And then they're testing the lights, all of that stuff. Thing is, though, I don't think they tested like this at every track. I just think they tested like this to see if it correlates with what it shows on screen. Which is fine, right? Like, for example, here, like, oh, does it show track clear? Does it show safety car? And I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I want to see an actual race start now, though. Come on. Come on. Extra formation lap right here. I hope that they're actually going to do a race start. We got some flow shiz on the McLaren's rear wing at the moment. Yeah, the Haas is testing false starts. Yeah, I think... oh, does it say red flag again? No, come on, guys. Don't go back into the pits. Please! There's only 6 minutes remaining. I want to see some glory runs, man. Oh, the Red Bull's done. Verstappen is done. He is done with testing. Verstappen is done with testing. He is done with testing. So Verstappen is not going to be getting the fastest lap in testing, but honestly, it means nothing. He doesn't care. But we do care because we want to have a little bit of hope at least. So I'm happy. I'm happy he's not done a glory run there at the end. All right, come on. They're all on the grid again. And I think this will be a normal start. 6 cars at least. 7 cars. Come on now. Oh, here we go. Are they going to start one by one? Please! Oh, it's a single start, is it? Yo, it's sick! Here we go. The lights are gonna go on. This is almost Bahrain. Bahrain Grand Prix right here. Oh yeah, it's a single start. It is a single start. That's sick. Man, these cars are so close to the ground, man. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, Albon's done a lot of laps, 121. Some of the teams, though, have split which driver is doing the morning and which driver is doing the afternoon. So Verstappen and Perez, I believe, were splitting. Yeah, they were splitting. So Perez did morning and Verstappen did afternoon. The best session to do is this session, so the afternoon session, because then you're going to be able to drive in the nighttime, which is going to be the closest to what the conditions will be in real life. Also, it'll be the quickest. So if you want to put your best driver in a particular session, you want to put them in the last session, which is this. So all the drivers that are currently driving are being preferred over their teammates. So let's see who's being preferred here. Leclerc's being preferred. That makes sense, right? Sainz is not staying. Russell, fair enough. Hamilton is not staying. Joe, interesting. Verstappen, obviously. Tsunoda, okay. All right. Albon, that makes sense too. Piastri, ooh la la, okay. Alonso, makes sense as well. And then Nico Hülkenberg. Piastri surprises me. I would have expected them to put Lando Norris in this last session. 3.5 minutes, ladies and gents, in F1 testing. And then we have to wait until next week. The next driving we will see, I will be watching in real life after this session ends. It is great to have you here in the meantime. If you're just tuning in, my name is Tom. And people also call me The Bomb. And today we're doing something different. We're debriefing and checking out the last hour of testing. We've watched 57 minutes already. But after today, don't fret. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we do the Creator Series in the evening. Creator Series 100% league race. The day after we do the F1 driver career in Alpine. And then we have 2 more. Where one of the streams will also be F1 driver career. And one of the streams will be a prediction race with the 2024 cars in the game. Wherever we finish is what is going to happen in real life. That's going to be happening on Tuesday, I believe. Wait, let me see. If you want to know the schedule, join the Discord. The link is in the chat right now on the Discord. That is where you're going to be able to see the whole schedule for the rest of the week. I've got everything already in it. And I'm going to be streaming in Bahrain. Whether that be in the hotel room, together with Ben, debriefing what's happened, or looking forward to what's happened. That's the question. Or it's going to be at the track. Most likely in the hotel room, but maybe at the track. Let's see. Short meds, but it's gonna be in Bahrain, that's for sure. That's for sure. Short meds, thank you for the follow as well. What's up? Welcome to the family. Good to have you here. If you haven't yet followed, by the way, make sure you do so you do not want to miss out whatsoever. We've got 2 minutes left in this session, and I feel like Russell is done. I think Russell is done. Maybe everybody's done. Oh, yes, and make sure you join the F1 Fantasy League as well. The link is in the chat at the moment. I'll pin it. There you go. There we go. Make sure you join it. I've put it in the chat. Everyone is done? Are you serious? No, that's so anticlimactic. That's so anticlimactic, man. Well, Joe and P3. Joe to get podium in the race? Huh? No. I expect the kick car to be about P6, P7 or something. Maybe P8. I don't think the kick car will be a car to fight for podiums, but we'll have to wait and see. I think Mercedes has been kind of closing the curtains on their pace. Aston Martin the same. It's all interesting. It is all interesting. Which constructor finishes 10th? I believe Haas. Where do we expect Alpine to be? I believe Alpine to be P6, P7. Somewhere along those lines. But at the start of the season, right? Not at the end. But I think at the moment, maybe around P6, something like that. P6, P7. As they're going to try and upgrade the car throughout the season. But I could be wrong. Maybe they are underestimating their kind of pace. 1 minute. Are we literally not gonna have any cars on track in the last minute of F1 testing? No! Come on, guys. Please. Just 1 car. Nothing? Why did the FIA put out all those flags in the last flip in 15 minutes? Why not earlier, man? Ah, that was it. It's over. Day 3 results, ladies and gents. Charles Leclerc is fastest in testing. A 130.3 on the C5 tires. George Russell gets P2, 0.046 behind on the C4, so he can go quicker. I mean, they can all go quicker. Verstappen on the C3s in P4. So realistically, Verstappen is going to be P1 right here if he was to be doing a lap on the C5s. And then all the way at the back, we have Logan Sargent, who didn't put lap time, and then Daniel Ricciardo in P19. Daniel Ricciardo did C1 tires for the whole session as he did a long run, and they looked very, very quick. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for testing day 3. No more testing. The next time we will see F1 cars out on track, it'll be in Bahrain. And that'll be when I will be there, no matter what. Oh my goodness, guys, what are our first thoughts? What are our first thoughts? If you have one prediction for the 2024 season, let me know in the chat right now. What is it? I'm gonna say Red Bull will be dominant. I don't want to say it, man. I don't want to say it. Are you only going to go to the race? No, I'll be there in practice. I'll be there for qualifying. I'll be there for the whole weekend. I'll be flying out the day before. So on Wednesday, I'm flying out next week. And then I'll be flying back on Sunday. Well, Monday at 2 a.m. So like basically Sunday evening. I'll be back home on Monday. I'll be back streaming on Tuesday. So it'll be less than 6 days. But I won't be going completely because I'm going to be live streaming in Bahrain. So you don't even notice I'm gone. You just know that I'm there in Bahrain. You know what I mean? All right. Well, ladies and gents, that basically was testing. That was testing. And this is how it ends. 74 laps for Leclerc. 71 for Sainz. That's a lot of laps for Ferrari in the end. That's 140. That's more than Albon, who was the only one to drive for Williams. 121. What did Alpine do? Once again, not that many laps. I don't know if they planned to not do as many laps as the other teams, but yeah, Alpine has been kind of the 9th team in doing laps in terms of total laps. I don't know if they've had issues. It doesn't seem like it, but they just didn't really do a lot of laps in the testing, which is fine. If they got all the information that they needed, then there's no issue whatsoever. But yeah, some other teams have done some more laps. We had McLaren with a similar amount of laps compared to Alpine today. The Mercedes with also similar. I think Ferrari just did an insane amount of laps. Yeah, they did. They did indeed. Yeah, they did. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you guys saying here? You guys are saying Norris will win a race. Engine failure for Red Bull. We have seen a few issues this testing with Red Bull. Perez had an issue twice, I believe. Verstappen not so much, I don't think. Williams surprise podium contenders. Ooh, okay. I don't think we've really seen too much of the Williams yet. You can see, of course, here Albon in P6, but that was on the C5 tires, I believe. So I think Williams will not be insane, but you never know. You never know. But that's my predictions. McLaren P2, P3 constructors. Looking at how they ended last season, I can see that happening. But they haven't shown too much yet in the testing. Norris will win a race? Finally, will he? I don't know. Let's see. If they continue, the progression from last year, then I think Norris will have a very, very good chance at winning the race. Or winning a race. Not sure if Bahrain already, but a race for sure. Red Bull nailing the Mercedes concept when Mercedes has ditched it is peak newy. I mean, let's see. It's not completely Mercedes concept, right? At the moment. But there is rumors that at the Japanese Grand Prix, which you're thinking, that's the end of the season. No, this season, Japan is going to be at the start of the season. There is rumors that Red Bull will be completely ditching their side pods in Japan. Let's see if it's happening. I would be very surprised, to be honest, but I've seen crazier things. What country do you live in? I live in the Netherlands. Very, very happy to be back home. It's always nice when you come back from a different country, back here, home bed. Oh, so good. So good. Joe is very fast. Yes, well, I mean, he's P3, yes. On the C5 tires. I feel like that was the glory run that we were witnessing there. A little bit of the glory run, you know? The sponsors will be happy with that run. But let's see if it will translate to the practice 1 session, practice 2, practice 3. I even think that in practice 1, we won't even know the pecking order. I think we'll know the pecking order in practice 2 to practice 3. Practice 3 for sure. Qualifying for sure, right? Qualifying, you know it 100%. Visa Cash App are going to be fast. I think the RB will be fast as well. I think RB will be a top 5 car, maybe. Top 5 car. I think they will be a pretty big... they'll be like, I don't know, they'll be like Racing Point. You know, remember Racing Point when they were super quick? But I think they'll be there. The new W15 car is one of the fastest on straight line speed and also on curves. Ooh la la. Well, actually, I saw that. I saw a little graphic where it showed Verstappen's lap versus Russell's lap, and in the corners, the Mercedes was way quicker than the Red Bull. So that's promising for them. The Red Bull was very quick on the straights. The Mercedes was very quick in the corners. But that was, I believe, after testing too. So they haven't really showed everything yet. But if there's one thing, you know, even knowing from sim racing, even knowing from sim racing, is there's one thing that is really hard to do is going slowly in the corners. Like, it's not really, you can't really go slower than the car's capability in the corners. Like, you can be less aggressive, but it's really hard to kind of sandbag in the corners. It's really hard. On the braking, yes, but in the corners, like, you're not gonna do a different line. You know what I mean? Even if you're going slow, you're gonna take the optimal kind of line. But yeah, let's see. Let's see what that's gonna be. Yeah, so on Saturday it's gonna be race day. So the first practice session is on Thursday. Remember. Okay, remember, Friday is practice and Saturday is the race. I believe it's got to do with the Ramadan celebrations in, of course, most Middle Eastern Grand Prix. I think Saudi Arabia is going to have the same. I'm not entirely sure though, but Saudi Arabia is going to have the same. I know that for a fact. And I believe maybe Qatar as well. No, actually, I don't know. I don't know about Qatar because that's at the end of the season. Well, ladies and gents, to finish up, F1 testing and to start what is going to be a brand new season, and of course us being back. Let's do some roundups right here. My predictions, okay? I think Red Bull will once again be very, very quick. They'll be the car to beat. It's not going to be a big surprise if they do, but I believe there will be competition this season. I think Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz in that Ferrari will be able to get close to that Red Bull at a lot of the tracks, and they'll be able this year, unlike last year, to fight in the races as well. Not just the qualifyings, but in the races too, because they have less tire wear this season. Now, I don't think it's going to be just Ferrari. I think McLaren will be close. I think Aston Martin will be close. And maybe we'll see some RB closing in as well. And then the rest of the midfield is going to be incredibly close. I don't think a single F1 team is further away from the midfield than 1 or 2 tenths, which would be amazing. We don't want back markers, right? We do not want back markers. But yeah, I've been watching a lot of testing, and if you have done so too, I hope you enjoyed it. We are gonna be obviously back tomorrow.